Hello everybody, John here from Distilled, Brewed and Reviewed. Let's review a coffee from one of my favorite coffee roasters in the world. Between Dayton and Cincinnati in Ohio, it is called ContempoRoast. We'll get into it at the end of this if you want to know why it's my favorite, because it's very important. We will. I'm going to get into the review first for you. Tropical Tolima. Wow, look at that. 100% Arabica beans, of course, from Colombia. Tolima is a region in Colombia. Very fertile. They grow a lot of stuff, one of which is coffee beans. They grow a lot of stuff. This particular coffee, by the way, has Caturra beans. It's a mix of the red and the yellow beans. That is actually a mutation of the bourbon plant. Around 1915 to 1918, they discovered it. It was one gene off. It made kind of a dwarf bush with the red having flavors of berry, chocolate. What else? Some grapefruit, and the yellow having more of a grapefruit, lemon, and vanilla. Now, on top of that, they really coax that out when they do a two-step anaerobic process with this coffee. That means they air dry it. They don't use a machine or water to take the bean out from the casing, from the fruit, and that makes the coffee a lot fruitier. So there's different ways to process these beans, and they ferment them with the skin on. So it should be a nice fruity coffee. Oh yeah, I love it. This is a cool process if it's done right. If it's done right, that fruit is really good. It's also could be sweet. So you're getting some honey. You're definitely getting a lot of fruit coming out of here. Not a lot, I don't think more citrus, more tropical. And a nuttiness, and you can contribute that to cashew because of the butteriness of the coffee itself. It's delicious. It's smooth too. And what I mean by smooth, if you ever hear me say smooth or silky, that means it's not real acidic and it's not real bitter, right? It just goes down nice and smooth. Yes, it is a very rich coffee taste, but it doesn't have a real bitter end or a real acidity. It's got just a flavor. It's not, that would hide the flavors. This just gives you the flavor the whole time. Very good. Now, my question is, if I want a little cream or a little sugar, will this coffee be strong enough to stand up to it? Will that enhance this coffee and keep the flavors there and still get the sweetness if I put sugar or the flavor of the cream? Well, the answer to that is yes, that just becomes part of it. The coffee and all the flavors still there, and this just adds an element to it. They do a fine job. Let me tell you why it's one of my favorites. The Hofbauers is who owns this, right? The lady is an Air Force veteran. They started this coffee company. Different reasons why you like coffee. Okay, coffee could be very complicated. I make it easy. Just follow my stuff here, and I'll suggest which ones. I'll do all the research for you. You'll learn over time. I have a playlist going to be attached to this first comment here of this company's coffees. So you can really build your palate following this company. I'll also have a link to their website so you can order coffee from them if you want to. Drink along. But when you get somebody like this who devotes their life to it, this all starts from where the beans are sourced. It's like wine with grapes. So terroir is a big deal. And there's all different regions all over the world. They build relationships with these coffee growers, right, and exporters, and they're picky about who they use. Obviously, they obviously want the quality there, but they also are big into fair trade, right? They're big into making sure everybody makes a living. It's no big deal if that ain't a big thing to you, but it's one of the things I use to when I'm judging coffees, right? So it's just another element to it. The first thing's going to be the taste and the love that goes into it. They also, in this company, the way they roast it, that's a big deal, all right? So they're picking a certain process, a certain bean, a certain region, a certain grower, a certain exporter, and then they're roasting it to perfection, right? Micro roasting in their shop. They have to know what they're doing. Then the blending, right? The blending is very important, and they're blending it to perfection. They're tasting it. If they don't like it, right, boom, they don't use it. They make sure the perfect stuff goes out. And I like that they take care of their employees. They offer their employees, you can check out the website, they offer their employees so much benefits if you work there for a coffee shop. It's unbelievable. And they just put out a great product. They're a great family. They have a great business name, and when someone puts their life into it. So, actually, how I discovered them, I did a series which I encourage you to check out on my channel. I got a lot of playlists, and one of them is a 50-state coffee journey USA, where I did research for a year trying to find a coffee from each state to represent that state. This one ended up representing Ohio, all right? And I loved it so much, I made a playlist for them, and I continue to showcase their coffees because I love it. Oh, it's both good both ways. Oh. So I encourage you, in all honesty, to if you want to learn about coffee, you can follow my series. You can follow the 50-state coffee journey. You can follow the playlist for this coffee, because I'm doing all different ones and all different roasting levels and things like that you'll get in different regions, and you can learn. You can start building a palate just off this place. It's another reason why I picked them. They have a nice variety. So, cheers, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Get you some ContempoRoast, and I'll see you all on the next one.